Yung previous ko ka na. Previous ko ka rin siya.
Mr. Chair, I move for the approval of the minutes of the past meetings held on September 13, 2018 for HO Back EP number 059-2018 and 060-2018, and on September 14, 2018, HO Back EP number 061-2018 and 062-20.
Yes.
Renovation of DPA Executive Lounge and DPA Corporate Building, South Harbor Port Area, Manila projects was advertised in the newspaper of general nationwide circulation on September 12, 2018. The approved budget for the contract is 6,766,127.12 with a project duration of 9,800 days. We have two prospective bidders for this project: ARDS Construction and Trading and Marstone Construction. The floor is now open for your queries, clarifications, questions. ARDS.
Question.
No question. March.
Regarding those, yung construction, yung utilization ng elevator, pero po bang ano doon, like limit sa oras or yung pag-utilize ng or cluster I mean during the night time or sa daytime, malaking factor po yan kung 7th floor yung transfer, no?
Siguro during actual construction na meron, makikipag-coordinate lang kayo dun sa PCM. So may arrange nila yung paano yung schedule ng ating elevator ng mga materials. So during the construction na, doon na natin malalaman yung schedule.
That's a good question. Considering the limitation in the space of our elevator, what if they would be bringing large or longer?
So kung sa mga materials o lightweight naman yun, so yung elevator natin dahil sa sila yung ating method. Pero dun sa ating time frame na consider naman lahat yung mga
End of question. Secretary, just mind the resolution, please.
The deadline for the revision of bills for the project is on October 4, 9 a.m. The deadline for the submission of documents for the of bills is October 4 at 10 a.m.
Okay. Before we proceed to the next item, the perspective is excused. Thank you.
Yung bang elevator, hindi na, isama elevator. Wala sa
Pero may ano,
hindi ba ano? Sige. Okay, pinag-aaralan ng office kung mas mag-astos yung magpapalit or yung magpapalit.
Ano ba instruction na yung take the look at?
Papalit.
Papalitan.
Tapos
Kaya syempre, at in the meantime, kailangan sa kasuwagan.
they're looking at maglagay daw other area.
oo nga. Kasi dapat kasi may service elevator. Yun ang kulang sa atin eh.
Para
Kasi,
sa customer.
oo, tsaka yung sa mga elevator. Kasi ang bibigat na kasi nila. Dapat may service
O
elevator.
sa bagay, pwede yun yung i-consider.
Araw-araw sa amin, tayo na tawag building.
Ano building talaga dahil sa elevator.
Kaya wala. Gumastos sa malaki. Okay.
Lalakad na nga si chairman.
Hindi niya ramdam.
Yan niya, hindi niya.
Okay, let's proceed to the individual reports.
Good morning, Mr. Chair. Good morning, everyone. Bid evaluation report on construction of port operations building Port of Apatiguilo, Occidental Mindoro. The full budget for the contract will be as published advertised, 80,151,085 pesos and 85 centavos. The invitation to bid for construction of port operations building Port of Apatiguilo was advertised in the newspaper of general nationwide circulation on 20 August 2018. In response to the invitation to bid, only one bidder secured the bid documents in the amount of 50,000, namely Monolithic Construction and Concrete Products Incorporated. The low bidder dropped the technical and financial envelopes in the bid box located at the back office before the deadline of 9 a.m. on 13 September 2018. The first envelope of the loan bidder was opened and checked by the bank members to determine the contractor's compliance with the required documents, among others, Bill Jepson, etc. After the evaluation by the bank, motion to be properly seconded, Monolithic Construction and Concrete Products Incorporated was declared passing the bid requirements of the first envelope. After the first envelope was opened and verified as to the completeness, the second envelope of Monolithic Construction and Concrete Products Incorporated was opened. The documentary forms were checked and the bid price were determined and recorded. Monolithic Construction and Concrete Products Incorporated was able to comply with the documentary requirements for the second envelope. As a first step, determine the correct calculated bid, detailed evaluation of the bid was undertaken. The offer of Monolithic Construction and Concrete Products Incorporated conformed to the items specified in the bill of quantities of the bid proposal. No deviations were found in the bid proposal of Monolithic Construction and Concrete Products Incorporated. Also, solid critical or compositional errors as well as discrepancies between the total bid prices and extended unit bid price on the bid proposal of Monolith Construction and Concrete Products Incorporated amounting to 60,000 tons. Pursuant to Rule 9, Section 32 of the 2016 revised IRR of the Republic Act 9184, and based on the result of the bid evaluation, which was found to be in order, the PWC recommends to declare Monolith Construction and Concrete Products Incorporated at its calculated bid price of 79,829,538 pesos and 96 centavos as the single calculated bidder, and that post qualification be conducted on said bidder. That's all I said.
Mr. Chair, I move that the recommendation of the PWG as contained in the bid evaluation report stating that Monolithic Construction and Concrete Products Incorporated at its calculated bid price of 79,829,538 pesos and 96 centavos as the single calculated bidder, that post qualification be conducted on the said bidder be adopted by the committee.
That includes as a candidate to adopt the recommendation of the technical working group to their position that two. There being none, Monolithic Construction and Concrete Products Incorporated at its calculated bid price of 79,829,538 pesos and 96 centavos be hereby declared as the single calculated bidder. Technical working group is instructed to conduct post qualification of the said bidder. In light of the, I just like to remind the technical working group in light of the recent press release of the DOTR regarding falsified documents submitted by bidders, be especially vigilant during post-con. Proceed to the next report.
Bid evaluation report in the construction of backup area and post operations building for Coron, Palawan. The approved budget for the contract to be bid as published advertised is 268,742,342 pesos and 94 centavos. The invitation to bid for construction of backup area and port operations building was advertised in a newspaper of general nationwide circulation on 20 August 2018. In response to the invitation to bid, 3 bidders secured the bid documents in the amount of 50,000, namely BCT Trading and Construction, MRB2 Construction Corporation, BC Cuerpo Construction Corporation. The 3 bidders dropped technical and financial envelopes in the bid box located at the office before the deadline of 1 p.m. on 13 September 2018. The first envelope of 3 bidders were opened and checked by the bank members to determine the contractor's compliance to the required documents, among others, pickup bill, Jefferson, etc. After due evaluation by the bank and motion, duly made and properly seconded, BCT Trading and Construction and MRB2 Construction Corporation were declared passing with the requirements of the first envelope, while BC Cuerpo Construction Corporation was declared failed for the following reasons: submitted a substitute for outer bid form for the single largest completed contract, did not meet the required experience for field materials and driving of RC file for building, submitted an expired PRC license of the project manager, and did not submit a proof of ownership for the required 6-ton crane and a copy of the cargo ship safety certificate for the required tugboat. BC Cuerpo Construction Corporation signified its intent to file a request for reconsideration. However, he did not file the said request within the prescribed deadline for submission thereof. After the first envelopes were opened and verified with the asset completeness, the second envelopes of BCT Trading and Construction and MRB2 Construction Corporation were opened. The documentary forms were checked and the bid price were read with the chairman and then recorded. BCT Trading and Construction and MRB2 Construction Corporation were able to comply with the documentary requirements for the second envelope. As a first step to determine the correct calculated bid, detailed evaluation of the bids were undertaken. The bid offer of VCT Trading and Construction conform to the required items specified in the bill of quantities of the bid proposal. However, for MRD2 Construction Corporation did not submit the detailed estimate for bill numbers 4.553, 4.54, 4.55, 4.56, 4.57, 4.58, and 5.01. Likewise, MRD2 Construction Corporation submitted an altered quantity for the bill quantities, particularly for the bill number 2.06. Hence, the financial proposal of MRD2 Construction Corporation is non-responsive, and the DWG recommends that MRD2 Construction Corporation be declared as billed. No deviations were found in the bid proposal of VCT Trading Construction. There were no arithmetical or computational errors, as well as discrepancies between the total bid prices and extended unit bid prices on the bid proposal of VCT Trading Construction. Based on the bid evaluation, the TWG recommends the following: to declare MRD2 Construction Corporation as failed for submitting an incomplete detailed estimate and altered quantity for bill number 2.06 of the bill of quantity. To immediately notify MRD2 Construction Corporation in writing of its failure and the grounds for it. And pursuant to Rule 9, Section 32 of the 2016 revised RRR of the Republic Act Number 9184, and based on the result of the bid evaluation, which was found to be in order, the PWG recommends to declare VCT Trading and Construction as calculated bid price of 267,817,495 pesos and 21 centavos as the single calculated bidder, and that post qualification be conducted on said bidder. That's all.
Sir, question. How do you call this? Is this bill of quantity or bill of quantities talaga?
First bill of quantities.
IS talaga yun?
Yes.
Kasi doon sa recommendation, quantity lang.
Bill of
Give a
quantities.
vote with
Mr. Chair, I move that the PWG recommendations as contained in their bid evaluation report stating that to declare MRB2 Construction Corporation has failed for submitting an incomplete detailed estimate and an altered quantity for bill number 2.06 of the bill of quantities, to immediately notify MRB2 Construction Corporation in writing of its failure and the grounds for it, and to declare VCT Trading and Construction at its calculated bid price of 267,817,495 pesos and 21 centavos as the single calculated bidder, and the post qualification be conducted in the said bidder be adopted by law.
It has been noted that the technical procedure there be none, MRB2 Construction Corporation is hereby declared as failed for submitting an incomplete detailed estimate and an altered quantity for bill number 106 of the bill of quantities. The Secretary is hereby instructed to immediately notify MRB2 Construction Corporation in writing of its failure and the grounds for it. And ECG Trading and Construction at its calculated bid price of 267,817,495 pesos and 21 centavos is hereby declared as a single calculated bidder. The technical working group is instructed to conduct post qualification of the said bidder. Proceed to the next bid evaluation report.
Good morning, Mr. Chair. Good morning to everybody. Here is the bid evaluation report on the writing of access vessel and construction program with platform for substantial Iloilo, LFP PNG number 026-2018. The approved budget for the construction bids as published for advertised is 36,357,823.04 centavos. The invitation to bid for the widening of access trestle and construction of program with platform for the distancia Iloilo was advertised in the newspaper General Nationwide Circulation on 20 August 2018. In response to the invitation to bid, only one bidder secured the bid documents in the name of J.S. Lyson and Company Incorporated. The third bidder dropped the technical and financial envelopes in the bid box located at the back of this fifth floor Brigade Corporate Building from Paget Drive to South Harbor, Port Area, Manila, before the deadline of 9 a.m. on 4th September 2018. The first envelope of the road bidder was opened and checked by the bank members to determine the contractor's compliance to the required documents, among others, mechanical gems, etc. After due evaluation by the bank and motion to renovate and properly seconded, J.S. Lyson and Company Incorporated was declared passive with the requirements of the first envelope. After the first envelope was opened and verified as to completeness, the second envelope, J.S. Lyson and Company Incorporated, was opened. The documentary requirements were checked and the bid prices were read by the chairman and then reported. J.S. Lyson and Company Incorporated was able to comply with the documentary requirements for the second envelope. As a first step to determine the correct calculated bid, given evaluation of the bids was undertaken, the bid offer of J.S. Lyson and Company Incorporated conformed to the required items specified in the bill of quantities of the bid proposal. No deviations were found in the bid proposal of J.S. Lyson and Company Incorporated. There were no arithmetical or computational error, as well as discrepancies between total bid prices and extended unit bid prices on the bid proposal of J.S. Lyson and Company Incorporated. Pursuant to Rule 9, Section 32 of the 2016 revised IRR of Republic Act Number 9184, and based on the result of the bid evaluation, which is found to be in order, the PWD recommends to declare J.S. Lyson and Company Incorporated at its calculated bid price of 35,900,947 pesos as the single calculated bidder, and that was qualification will be conducted on said. That's all, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, I move that the PWD recommendation as contained in their bid evaluation report stating that J.S. Lyson and Company incorporated at its calculated bid price of 35,900,947 pesos as the single calculated bidder, that whose qualification be conducted on the said bidder be adopted by law.
It has been moved and seconded that without the findings of technical working group, do we in a position there to there be none. J.S. Lyson and Company Incorporated at its calculated price of 35,900,947 pesos is hereby declared as a single calculated bidder. The technical working group is instructed to conduct post qualification of said bidder. He did the last report.
Bid evaluation report on the extension of RC Care, Port of Sindangan, San Juan del Norte, LFD, CDN number 027-2018. The approved budget for the contract rebid as published for advertised is 67,542,516.83 centavos. The invitation to bid for the extension of RC Care, Port of Sindangan, San Juan del Norte was advertised in the newspaper of General Nationwide Circulation on 20 August 2018. In response to the invitation to bid, two bidders secured the bid documents in the amount of 50,000 pesos, namely Vicente Construction and RCDG Construction Corporation. The two bidders got the technical and financial envelope in the bid box located at the back office before we paid corporate building for the Paget Drive, South Harbor, Port Area, Manila, before the deadline of 1 p.m. on 14 September 2018. The first envelope, the two bidders were opened and checked by bank members to determine the contractor's compliance to the required documents, among others, bill gems and etc. After due evaluation by the bank and a motion to rebate and properly seconded, he said that Ilaw Construction was declared passive with the requirements of the first envelope. RCTG Construction Corporation was declared failed for the following reasons. Did not submit a copy of bill of quantities to validate the experience record, nor submitted proof of ownership for the required 60-ton crane. RCTG Construction Corporation signified its intention to file a request for consideration, but did not file within the prescribed deadline for filing thereof. After the first envelope were opened and verified as to completeness, the second envelope said that deal of construction was open. The documentary requirements were checked and the bid prices were agreed by the chairman and then reported. He said that deal of construction was able to comply with the documentary requirements for the second envelope. As a first step to determine the correct calculated bid, needed evaluation of the bids was undertaken. The bid offer said that deal of construction conformed to the required items specified in the bill of quantities of the bid proposal. No deviations were found in the bid proposal which said the deal of construction, arithmetical or computational error, as well as discrepancies between total bid prices and bid prices were found on the bid proposal of the said deal of construction amounting to 0.90 centavos. Pursuant to Rule 9, Section 32 of the 2016 revised IRR Appropriate Act number 9184 and based on the result of the bid evaluation, which was found to be in order, the TWG recommends to declare the said deal of construction at its budgeted bid price of 66,378,098 and 0.05 centavos as the single calculated bidder, and that was qualification to be conducted on the said bidder. So that's all, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chair, I move that the TWG recommendation as contained in the bid evaluation report stating that Vicente Tilaw Construction at its calculated bid price of 66,378,098 pesos and 05 centavos as the single calculated bidder in the post qualification be conducted on the said bidder be adopted with the amendment.
Yes, as you guided that the final technical will be approved weighing position there too. There is an entity down construction that is calculated bid price 66,378,098 pesos and 5 centavos is hereby declared as single calculated bidder. Technical will be approved construction on the post qualification said bidder. That's Secretary, do you have anything else to add? There being none, this meeting is adjourned.
Bago sa akin to ah. Ang nag-number 1 kasi is nakita nila dun sa evaluation na how perform. Hindi ba yun na yung
Oo, fail ka agad sa first envelope.
Bakit mo sa dapat isa na ito ba?
Diba? Talk sa LRT.
kasi na parang hindi mo nakikita.
Kanina ko pa kami nabalik-balikan ito dyan.
Oo nga, kung sinabi nga ni Daniel na ako ang recommendation.
Sabi ko na haba na recommendation. Pero hindi ko agad na-absorb. lang ang
CWG
engineering.
Hindi siya naglakuan, pero bakit hindi
Pero
nakita
hindi
yung after
nakita
before?
siya. Hindi niya nakita sa first envelope.
Ah,
Parang meron lang ano,
clarification.
clarification lang.
What way na hindi na...
na-open yung pizza.
Hindi, sandali lang. Ano lang, please educate us lang.
Hindi yung sa MRB2. Di ba walang detailed estimate? Hindi nakita yan sa initial.
Sa financial na.
Sa financial.
Nasa financial.
Sa technical wala pa yun.
Sige, pati yung bill of quantity.
Sabi
Di
ko
ba
wala
sa
siya.
yung sa financial, dalawa yun, yung big offer nila na total,